And I give you the opening ceremony of white people getting shit really wrong, Olympics.
Oh, so fabulous.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel once again. If this is your first time coming across my channel, you're welcome. I do hope you decide to subscribe, and if you are a returning subscriber, you guys know that I love you. It's so good to have you here. Welcome back. So today's video is something that had me cracking up. Oh, you know when you're shocked and then you're amused and you're disappointed and you're angry, like all those different emotions rolled up in one. I don't even think I was angry, yo. I was just like amused, because I'm like, the audacity of the caucasity, like, what is this? You guys are making yourself look foolish right now. Let me just play this video. So you guys just saw that video. I know you would have been wondering what that is. Yes, let me break it to you. That video you guys just saw was a Martin Luther King Day tribute by palm colored people, because there was probably a scarcity of black people. Okay, before I just say what I want to say, let me play some reactions to that video.
Tribute to who? That man is from goddamn Atlanta. That ain't no tribute.
White people, why do y'all do this type of stuff? Why? Like, nobody asks y'all to do stuff like that. Nobody asks y'all to sit up there and make a whole bongo ritual with garbs on and shit like that. Nobody asks y'all to do that. Why can't y'all just ever read the room? Why can't you just ever say thank you for your contribution to society and call it a day? Why do y'all have to do the absolute most that no one asks you to do to show your support for something? I just want to know who sat there and was like, you know what, this is a good idea. This is a go, like a G for go. Go. Fuel the jet. Fuel the jet. I can just tell there were no black people in the making of this, because most black people would say this is a terrible idea. Martin Luther King Jr. is from Georgia. Why are we getting an African ritual for this man's birthday? Like, be so fucking for real right now.
Can we please get a reprieve for one fucking day from white people doing white people shit? It is exhausting. This video allegedly was about them honoring MLK for some fucking reason. You want to honor MLK? You want to honor MLK? Leave minorities the f alone and let them live their lives. Stop harassing them at stores and at their jobs and in the park, or when they're just chilling in their car eating a sandwich. Just leave them the f alone. Let them live their lives and stop with the white people shit. It is insufferable.
I need y'all to never do that again. Don't ever do that again. You have a stage. You are having a Martin Luther King celebration. You could have played on an endless loop his speeches, his interviews. You could have gotten quotes from anywhere. You could have gotten quotes from everywhere. You do that. Do y'all need a consultant for these things? Call me. For as much as you pay for them drums, you could have had me in there and I could have gave y'all something better than this. Don't do this no more. Don't ever do this again. Ever.
If you go in the comment section of that video, you'll see there's a lot of black people who found this to be very offensive to MLK himself. But also in that same breath, those same people that found this to be very offensive also found flyers like this, and this to be quite comical. It seems like a lot of you only seem to be upset when it's done by a person of a different race than ours. If we openly mock those who fought for our freedom, others will too. We can't sit there and say that we find their actions offensive just to turn around and use our ancestors to sit there and make promotional flyers for parties. So next time, before we decide to check other races and abuse in our culture, why don't we start with ourselves first? Because if we can't take ourselves seriously, then why should we expect other people to?
I think I would have to agree with Elijah Muhammad when I say that I believe that every culture deserves their own space to have their culture and their own way of life. Since the beginning of time, colonizers have stolen thousands of other culture as their own. And I believe it is high time that we stop. Let them have their hair. Let them have their music. Let them have their ebonics. Let them have their lingo. Let them have their culture. Let them have their culture. Is it so hard?
Well, we're going to try to break this down because it's plain to see that whether it's mental, physical, spiritual, something was off. I can't quite put my finger on it, but something was off. I'm not questioning the context. I don't know these people. Apparently, it's a celebration for MLK. But what in the Wakanda? That was Wakanda, hard ER. I mean, jeez, man.
People who are this color, people who have the same color as me, your willful ignorance is showing, and I am exhausted of being associated with it. Stop! Stop!
That performance spoke like hot fart in a packed room energy, just a pungent hot fart. Like, you didn't mean it, but it happened, and now we're all sharing in this awkward moment. You know what I mean?
Every time when it's Martin Luther King's birthday, the white folks like to come out and show their ass. And what I mean is, they like to come out and show how much they really don't know about black people or Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King was an African American, meaning he was from America. And technically, drums were not a part of African American culture. Y'all know what y'all could have did? Y'all could have had a jazz festival. White people love fucking jazz. That was during his time. That's probably something he listened to. Slow jams, R&B, something like that. Skitty bop bop bop, something like that. Somebody scatting this shit. Anything else besides some goddamn drums. Y'all are too powerful to be this fucking ignorant.
The man was from Birmingham. I got something better for this. Okay, I just thought of the perfect analogy for this. Imagine on the 4th of July, instead of singing the Star Spangled Banner, we started singing God Saves the King. I kid you not, blues, jazz, opera, rock, the list goes on. Seriously, please stop BSing the research paper. You're getting C's and C minuses. It's super easy to get an A.
These are the types of white people who fashion themselves like the good ones, and that carries with it its own set of distinct and problematic dangers and difficulties and stupidities.
I don't know who need to hear this, but when Martin Luther King stood up in front of that big ass crowd and said, "I have a dream," that wasn't it. I'll tell you that much, that wasn't it.
For me, I feel like there are two things wrong with this. Number one, it's done by white people. Like, where are all the black people? Why are you guys wearing African costumes? Martin Luther King is African American. So if you were trying to do something that is close to his culture, that's definitely not it. I don't know. Where did they get those costumes from? Where did they get the drums from? At least they even tried with the rhythm of the drumming. But you see the dancing, people hopping around like they're stepping on hot stones. I'm sorry to say this, but I don't think white people have rhythm. The clip of those people dancing, those funny moves that they believe are African, you guys are wrong for that. That is nothing like what African dance looks like. It's terrible. Please stop. If any of those people doing that was my family member, I would disown them. Like, that is how much of a fool y'all made yourselves look like with that video. Like, that whole dancing kind of reminds me of this video. You see, that particular video has been trending for so many years. That's obviously a Nigerian marriage. They're wearing the Nigerian attire, so obviously their child was getting married to a Nigerian, so that's why they're wearing the attire. You see that dance? That is what that Martin Luther King Tribute Day dance reminds me of. Like, whew, I don't even have much to say. Like, you guys, please, I want to hear what you guys think in the comment section. Please take over. Like, I don't know, I'm speechless. That is cultural appropriation, right? Does that classify as cultural appropriation, or are we going to call that cultural appreciation? You guys embarrassed yourselves. Please, you guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you like my kind of content. Turn on notifications. That way YouTube is going to let you guys know whenever I drop a new video. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Martin Luther is turning in his grave right now.